and welcome back to my kitchen. First of all, I would like to thank you all for showing your love for my khandvi recipe. So if you haven't had a chance to watch it, please click on the link above. Also, I've been receiving so many requests for the instant khaman dhokla recipe, so that's what I'm gonna make today. So let's begin. So first of all, I've taken some water to boil in a big pot. You can buy the dhokla maker, the steamers are available in the market, but I prefer to use a traditional way where the big pot and lid with the cotton put on place, which will turn out to be really nice and fluffy dhokla. So I'm gonna use this traditional way. I'm also gonna heat the pan and I'm gonna put that in this steamer to heat. Just a little bit of oil. You can use any oil that you have. I've taken canola oil here. You can also use the peanut oil or any other oil. Make sure you grease it properly and it goes right into this steamer. So let's prep for the quick dhokla. In a big bowl, I've taken about 2 cups of sifted flour. It's a chickpeas flour. You can nicely sift it so it does not create lumps when you are mixing with other ingredient. In here, I'm gonna add about 1/4 teaspoon of haldi, which is turmeric, 2 teaspoons of salt, 4 teaspoons of sugar. Mix it well. Usually instant dhoklas use sugar, so that's why I've added sugar. So basic measurement is if you're using 1 cup of chickpeas flour, you're gonna add 1 teaspoon of salt and 2 teaspoons of sugar. That's the usual measurement, so you can increase the amount of salt and sugar depending on how many cups of chickpeas flour you're taking. So I mix it really well. In here, I am gonna add about 1.5 cups of water. You have to be really careful when you add water. You don't want to add all at once. Just add a little bit at a time and mix. You have to make sure that we keep stirring it really well. So after adding all this water and mixing it for about 2 minutes, it's gonna look somewhat like this. To this, I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. And mix it well again. So this mixture is now ready. To this mixture, I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of fruit soda, which is also Eno. You want to make sure that you don't use any flavored one. Just use the regular Eno. So 2 teaspoons of Eno goes in here. And just to get it activated, about 1/2 tablespoon of water in there. And you can see it started creating bubble. And I'm gonna mix it really well, to make sure that the mixture is well aerated at this time. You also want to make sure that you only stir it in one direction so the bubbles are not lost. And you can see the mixture is rising now. I'm gonna mix it really well for about a minute. You can see the bubbles already there, so it's well aerated. That's what is gonna make them nice and spongy. So now it's ready to go into the steamer. So you have to be very careful here because the pan is really hot and there is steam there. So once the steam, so make sure that you don't get steam on your hand. So I'm pouring the whole mixture in here. So I'm gonna put the cover back in there and steam it for 25 minutes exact. After the 25 minutes, I'm gonna check if the khaman dhokla is perfectly done or no. So you can see it's nice and fluffy and you can see the air already there. So that means it turned out to be really good. I just want to check if it's completely done. So I'm gonna see it's done. So that's it. At this time, I'm gonna turn the stove off and remove it from this steamer. Before you put the tadka on, you want to make sure that it's cooled properly for about 5 minutes. So we're gonna let it cool. So after 5 minutes, dhokla have been cooled off a bit. So I'm gonna make cube pieces of these dhoklas. So I'm gonna prepare for the tadka. So I'm taking about 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm gonna heat it. So you can see the oil is already warm. So I'm gonna add a teaspoon and a half of mustard seeds, that means rye, into this hot oil. And let it crackle. After it finishes crackling, I'm gonna add a pinch of hing and turn off the heat. And as this oil mixture cools a bit, I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of water in there. And I'm gonna add this mixture on top of the dhokla. I want to properly spread this oil and water mixture on the dhoklas. And I'm gonna garnish it with chopped coriander. If you want, you can add some green chilies in the tadka and also some green chili paste in the mixture, but as my family likes it like this, so I did not add any green chili in here. So there we go, it's ready.